Osbc Television Channel 32 UHF Ileawiye Okebale Osogbo sensitizes you through a program Security and You on Mondays between 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the evening. Members of the public are allowed to contribute meaningfully to save you and me from the headache. Make a date with the anchor Abdul Jalil at DBC on this channel with security experts. Security and You. Hey, you must watch. Join us. Back on to another edition of Security and You. Don't forget that our concern of this program is to sensitize you about security issues going on around you and around me, and so that you can know what are the steps to be taken in order to arrest the ungodly situation or illegal movement of some miscreants in your area. That is why we have somebody who is not a soldier but a soldier or a warrior by what? By words of mouth and action, an activist who is going to tell us some things relating to some of the challenges, that is security challenges we have in our environment, and recommend to the government as well as the populace about how they should go about their daily activities so that they will not fall victim of these assailants. But before I introduce the comrade to you, let us look at the little security tips we have for today. Let's start from the state, that is Osun State. Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State tells President Muhammadu Buhari to sign Nigeria Peace Corps Bill. That is now, likewise, tears as stray tires kill vulcanizer, injure others in Osogbo, Osun State. Likewise, young man kidnapped in Osogbo at down, and another 135 Boko Haram members surrendered to military. That is a progress. And IGP asks all police residents in Lagos Barrack to vacate accommodation for renovation. Likewise, we have a pregnant Chibok school girl with 3-year-old child rescued by troops. And recruitment, this one is about recruitment. NDLA announces online test for applicants. Then jealous woman kills husband's secret pregnant wife in Lagos State. Then we have 55 suspected cultists arrested as policemen from Octopus Strike Force raid hideout in Rivers State. Those are few of the things that we are going to discuss today. As I promised you that we have a comrade on the show today. We have had him some months ago. That is our comrade White Lawa. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Thank God that you are here. Yes, we want to look at it. Let us come from our own state, Osun State. Our governor, that is Governor Ademola Adeleke, telling the president or advising the president to sign into law the Peace Corps. Then what are the relevance of this corps to the society?
Well, as their name connotes, Peace Corps. So, a Peace Corps means some group of people that want peace in the society, and you can't achieve adequate security without having peace. So there's nothing bad in signing into law the Peace Corps Enabling Act, so that they will complement the effort of our security men. You see, we have different security outfits in Nigeria, but the crime is still enormous in our society. What is our problem? We have Nigerian police, we have civil defense, we have the Naval, the Air Force, the Army, we have the secret police, Nigerian military intelligence. All these are working. We have Amateco now, but we are still having serious security challenges. That means we have to look back and look at ourselves. What is the cause of our problem? We are the cause of our problem ourselves. Everybody must be security conscious. Wherever you are living, you must be conscious of security, so that if there is a strange movement in your vicinity, you should be able to alert your neighbors, who in turn will alert the security agents. But how many people are doing this? So there is nothing wrong in the call by the governor of Osun that Mr. President to sign Peace Corps into law. Peace Corps, they were living in our society. They are part of us, and they have the training of security. So in essence, there's nothing bad in it.
But some people look at it from economic angle that look at police are doing the work of everybody. Then when we have the civil defense, they hijack little of the police job. Then when we have this one too, what will be their job? Is it not poverty alleviation?
No, whichever way, whatever we can do to secure our society, there's no amount of money can compensate that. If our environment is secured, then we live a very peaceful life. So when we said civil defense came and hijacked certain job from the police, we don't get it. The civil defense, they were working. Police, they didn't have enough personnel, except only to save ourselves. If in the 200 million people, we don't have 1 million police force. What are we talking about? So in essence, if you are talking of 200 people to 1 police, it is enormous. And Nigeria of today, we are talking of 500 to 1 policeman. So we don't have enough security outfit. So if Peace Corps can be signed into law, then they will still have their own work to do. You see, police doesn't have neighborhood police post. Peace Corps can introduce the neighborhood watch. They can be in every street, every corner in the state, so that they will serve as watchdog for our people. So they were not coming to competize with the police. Not the
so people are saying that
they are only coming to complement their works.
Instead of that very complementary role, why can't we say that they enroll them into either military or to police? You know, you have said that our police are not enough.
We don't have enough policemen. But the reality is that some people they don't want to join police. They believe the image of the police is battered. But they can work from another angle to assist security. We have good policemen, no doubt about that. But there are bad elements in the police.
I think the same trend will be extended to other ones.
But if they came from a neutral platform, they may still be different.
But they will be working together, and they can corrupt each other.
They can be. You see, except you want yourself to be corrupt. Not everybody can be corrupt. There are elements even within the police who, in their life, they have not collected a dime as a bribe, and they were in the service. So police has good men, but the problem is that if you want to have neighborhood watch, it can't be police again, because we have a single police in Nigeria, Nigerian police force, and those cannot serve as neighborhood security watch. So let them sign the Peace Corps into law, and they be the watchdog of the masses.
That will be nationalized.
There is nothing bad in it, but we need state police.
We need state police.
We need state police. Hassan Usman Katsina cannot come from Katsina to know Iye Forogi in Osun. They won't know Abataiba, they won't know Yekemi, they won't know Omefunfun. Etim Ekong cannot come from Calabar and know Etioni, Okeila, Ifedayo, Ora Igbomina. As a citizen of Osun, we know. Okay,
that means that you subscribe to having community police down,
community police, state police. We know it's becoming rampant in our society. People that will work with the federal police so that they will nip crime in the bud.
Before we go out of that one, I want you to advise, because you have said that we have 2 categories of police. We have the good ones and possibly the challenged one too. I want you to talk to, because as police they have different platform and different departments that take care of every crime.
Well, I will first and foremost appreciate the Inspector General of Police, because presently now, whenever any report of an officer and any officer get to them, they discipline them in a jiffy. So I commend them for that, and I want to appeal to our security agents. You are part and parcel of our society. You are part and parcel of our people. Please be civil in your effort to police them.
Thank you. Let's look at this one. Young man kidnapped in Osogbo at dawn. In Osogbo here. Osogbo is known with peace. If at all what is happening here, more than that one is happening somewhere. Then I want to appeal, because some of the place they'll be telling you that when you see something, say something. Then must we be telling them how to do their job or how to come areas?
You see, our security, they should be alive to their responsibility. They were employed, they were engaged to secure life and property of citizens. So our citizens too, they should work with them in close collaboration, because they won't be everywhere. They won't know what is going on in a place. But whoever they are aware of certain things should alert them, so that they will swing into action and nip it in the bud. But all of us, we have a complementary role to play on the issue of security.
Let's look at the way people recognize police. Whenever people see police, either asking them to wait on the road, people say, they need cheap, it needs to be tipped. Then how should people react or interact with the police?
No, police should first and foremost, they should purge themselves of corruption. If you accompany a policeman now, when you are going and police stop you, your first impression is that they want to roger, they want to collect roger from you, and that should not be the basic things. Police are our brothers, they are our friends. They should work in a civil way, so that people will respect them and recognize their effort. They were playing a yeoman job. They are doing a yeoman job. We should tell ourselves the plain truth. But the bad eggs among them, they have labeled them as corrupt.
But even we can see that bad eggs are everywhere.
They are everywhere, but
even in ministry,
because the work they were doing, it was so precious that everybody needs them at all time.
Let's move on to the federal. We have that pregnant Chibok girl with 3-year-old child rescued by troops. Look at the numbers of this one. Then we are having them one after the other. Then there are no more girls now. What's your advice?
Well, the government should be alive to their responsibility once again. You see, those girls, they have overstayed their time in that with those criminals. So those criminals, they were now marrying those girls.
Terrorists.
Terrorists were marrying our children. Government should be alive to their responsibility. They don't want to kill them together with the people. We understand this, but they should be able to move in and clean something that they should clean there and rescue others alive. So enough of all this piecemeal rescuing. It gives the parents psychological trauma. The parents of those girls, when they see psychological trauma, they should be alive to their responsibility. It is their duty to secure lives and property, and they should be alive to it.
The tenure of President Buhari is winding up bit by bit, and we are expecting Bola Tinubu any moment from now. That is on the 29th of this particular month. But as we have seen how it started, because both if at all the issue of Boko Haram started some years ago before he came, then we have seen how he was how he's able to manage. Then what can you recommend to Tinubu regarding to security of this nation?
Well, I'm not envying Tinubu. I know there are enormous work waiting down there for him, but I want him to approach it technologically and diplomatically. He should be able to approach the issue of security for anything at all. Whoever that lives knows there are problems in the state. If you are not living, you don't know what is going on.
Let's go on.
So at that, they should be able to President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he should come into that office with full force and reinvigorate and re-energize our security architecture so that we will have good security network. I don't envy him, but because I know there are enormous challenges waiting for him there.
Because some people say that the issue of insecurity, and let us streamline it to say Boko Haram and other terrorists, they have some people behind them, and those of them that are behind this illegal trend, they are the powerful, super powerful people in the government. Do you agree with that?
We are bound to agree with it, because criminals, if they don't have Godfather, they won't last up to that moment. So in essence, the government should be alive to their responsibility. And no, even if it is if their Godfather are part of the government, they should expose them so that our people will live and enjoy a peaceful life.
But Tinubu is a politician, even a layman who doesn't know much about the security architecture of this country. But look at what is happening. Buhari, a general, and then look at the security. Do you think that a civilian can tackle this?
Well, Tinubu, Nigerians has elected him as president and commander-in-chief of armed forces. He may not be a military man. He doesn't need to wear a khaki and go to war front. He only give directive, and he knows who are the intelligent officers that can work with him. So definitely, Tinubu, I believe he will work diligently and make sure our security architecture were well designed and funded.
Okay, economy, business has led to the deaths of that particular vulcanizer. Then, to what level do you think that people can be working? People who are working beside the road can make their business well and can secure themselves?
Well, people should know that life are so precious, and they should dignify their life too. We should make sure we are not walking on roadside, so that the accidental issue like that of that vulcanizer won't be happen. Though, even if someone is sleeping in the house, if it is destined to die on that day, something will happen to make sure that thing happen to him. But our people should be wary of their own life too. They should know that life is so precious. We should live our life well.
Yes, the federal government really saying about that just last month bought some equipment, that is ammunition for the security forces. Then when you look at it, when it was displayed on the television, they were sophisticated one. But the issue of sabotage, how can you defend that one? Can they let all these things be working so I can be able to nip it?
Well, definitely you cannot rule out sabotage in any society. In every 12, we are bound to have a Judas. So if even in the time of Jesus Christ, out of 12 there is a Judas among them. Then so you can't have millions of people as we are now, over 200 million people, and you don't want to have a sabotage. But governments should do the needful. They should make sure that as they were buying highly sophisticated equipment, they should work in a way of technology. They should come every nook and kind of society with closed circuit television machines, so that whatever that is going on anywhere, it can be monitoring from a central control room, so that even if a sabotage person want to work, they can be able to trace that person and know, this and this person, they were the one that sabotaged our effort in securing these people.
But do you believe that the saboteurs are likely to be among the operatives too?
They may be there, but there are some technology that you don't need those who are operating. So even as we are live on television now, there are some people at the back end there. If we have another we will be recording everything without anybody operating it. So technology has gone haywire. It is the duty of our government to make sure that they fund the issue of security well, so that we have a peaceful environment.
Before we go out of the studio today, we want to look at the issue of courtism. Courtism was previously restricted to universities or polytechnic or whatever. Now it has now been extended to secondary school, even to primary school. How do you think that we can check
the poverty cause many of these things? An idle hand is a devil workshop. You see, any government that creates poverty to this level should expect various dimensions of crime, because an idle hand is a devil workshop. I only appeal to our government and our parents that please watch over your household. Make sure you know what are they doing at a particular time, where are they, and what are they doing, so that we have a peaceful and sane society.
I want to talk to community leaders, landlords, because they are the one abhorring all this.
If we have advised the government, advised the parents, these landlords, these community leaders, they are parents too. So everybody should do their own bit of that assignment, so that we have a peaceful society that is devoid of crime.
Okay, Yahoo plus Yahoo something that some people, some students, they don't want to go to school now, but you'll be riding beautiful and giant cars. Do you think that with these cyber crimes, we can live or we can get rid of it?
There is nothing that we cannot get rid of, but our leaders should make sure they do it in the right way. Our leaders should work in a way that people will see them as a leaders that lead while others follow. If you see criminals in the corridor of power, all others who want to find any means of getting rich and be in the corridor of power too. Ilé ni Yorùbá sọ pé àti ń kẹ́ṣọ́ ròde. So let our parents, let our home be peaceful. Let our parents be the pastors and the alpha to their children. Let them know that they must work and work so that to achieve greatness.
That means you believe that we have some parents who are basing their children doing all these things.
Except we want to deceive ourselves. They said they have an association of mothers of Yahoo boys. What are we talking? I don't know the parents. So our parents should live above board. They should know that another whatever word that you acquire through fraudulent means, definitely it won't last.
Thank you very much for the final word. That parents, you have a lot of things to do. Likewise, the government too. They have you have heard the facts from Comrade Waheed Lawal. Thank you very much for being a guest on Security and You today. And I want to appreciate the executive producer Lasun Oyebayo and the producer that is Imran Adesoye. David Abdul Aderotimi. But we are going to meet again on this platform to have another facts speaker that is in terms of security. Bye for now. Security in Bloglio is the main concern of everybody in Nigeria. Alert on security is sacrosanct. Osbc Television Channel 32 UHF Ile Awiye Okebale Osogbo.